Trick number 5 is my favorite. I think it's the most functional and most practical. And if you learn nothing of any of these except this one, then you're doing good. This is called hip hinge. When we reach across, down, and it's out of our arm's length, like let's take this example here, the roll of tape. If I'm this far away, I could reach that if I bend forward in my back. And this is what we do all the time. We would do this, okay, if I'm reaching. Again, you're bending at your back. Now look at my neck too. My neck is craning backward, putting a lot of pressure across the back of my neck, which is not a good thing to do. This is what we do thousands of times a day, thousands. Even sitting, if you're sitting at your desk and you're reaching across to get something, if you're opening up the fridge and we're standing and you do this, okay, it's the same movement over and over and over and over again. So what we have to do is we have to teach you how to actually start using your hips and your knees, i.e. the hip hinge. So when we do it incorrectly and we're just doing the reach, our hips really aren't moving and neither are our knees. Our knees take us up and down. Our hips take us forward and back. Combination of the two can get you to whatever object you're reaching for with very little stress across your back. So here, what you have to learn though is you have to learn how to actually start isolating your hips. So we break down the hip hinge movement into small little movements before you can master it. So to do the hip hinge properly, your feet are going to be hip width or maybe wider apart. You're going to put your hands on your hips. Okay, this is not your hips. Your hips are down here. Okay, because you want to feel the actual hip socket moving. You bend your knees slightly, okay, keeping your back straight, and then you come forward in your hips. So it looks like you're sticking your booty out behind you, but my back is staying really straight. It is helpful to keep a little tuck here with your lower abdominals. You're not trying to crunch the abdominals, you just tighten them up a little bit, which helps keep the spine all as one unit. So we get this kind of a look. And the more flexible the hips are, the farther we can go without even bending my back yet. I haven't even started bending my back yet, and I'm almost to the ground. Okay? So that looks easier than it is. So it takes a little practice by simply putting your hands on your hips, bend the knees a little bit, and just coming forward and back. You can put your hand on the small of your back and see if you feel. If you feel it move, then you're not doing it right.